So what just happened for
Here we are
everyone
again.
watching? Sebastian was about to talk about being sharp.
I looked sharp as a tack.
But what happened was that he's poured water consciously, I want to say.
Exactly.
On top of himself.
I just wanted to record a whole podcast about your physical appearance and how when you should stay sharp. But I decided to do it without shirt. That's exactly right. Yeah. But so in today's episode, hope you guys are doing great. Today we're going to talk about staying sharp and what that means. If I had to put stay sharp into one sentence, it means stay ready so you don't need to get ready. And to make more fun of myself, I just spilled water over my shirt. I look sharp as a tack, but it's okay because I know my body is on point, so I know I can do a podcast without a shirt. Don't worry about it.
So you were sharp even in this scenario when accident happened. The current plan just got destroyed.
Yes.
But you navigated through it because you were prepared.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And that's what staying sharp all comes down to. It means that, like I said before, it means that you stay ready so you don't need to get ready. Staying sharp doesn't mean that you know all the answers. That's not what it means. It means that it doesn't mean that you know all the answers. It means that you trust your own ability to be able to navigate throughout whatever storm life throws at you, right? I don't know that I got the answers of what life is going to throw me. However, I trust myself as a captain of my own life to be able to navigate within the storm that is presented to me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because it's impossible to know what's coming.
Exactly.
Gonna come at you.
Yeah, exactly. But I trust myself enough and I know that I'm capable of navigating. And this comes from a mindset. Staying sharp is it's a lifestyle almost. We talked about this before. We don't really know where it comes from, but I'm pretty certain
we want to claim it, but
we want to claim it.
I'm not sure if we can.
But I'm not sure who said this before us. But but if you divide your life into okay, so how do you stay sharp? Let's start from there. Health, wealth, love, and family, and happiness. Those 4 areas, core areas of your life, right? I put love and family in the same one.
Yeah, they're the same.
Tai Lopez came up with this concept. We're definitely copying that one.
Yeah,
that
shout
one's not
out
ours.
To Tai Lopez. He's the godfather of this.
Yeah, that one is not ours. With that being said, staying sharp in all areas of your life, health, wealth, love, family, and happiness, when you are certain of your own direction, of where you're going, your own principles as you stand on, your own values, the things that you do value in your life, every decision that you make is going to be a hell of a lot easier. So we had a sit down here the other day. We wanted to record a podcast. We have a new concept that we're going to do in Creole. And I spoke with one of the people that were invites, and she asked me, okay, but do you have any mentors? And I said, yeah, I got one of my mentors, and a business mentor, and he's an asshole. He is. He's a straight up asshole. However, when it comes to marketing and business, he's a genius. Yeah. Do I have him as a mentor in life? No, I don't. I don't have him as a life mentor. I don't have him as a relationship mentor. I have him as a strictly business mentor. And for business, he's one of the best in the world. As a person, a fucking asshole. But that doesn't matter. I can distinguish, or I can separate those 2 things. I know that I'm going to try to listen to him when it comes to business and marketing. When it comes to relationship, family, not so much, or anything at all. Yeah. And this girl asked me, she's like, but how do you separate it? How do you not get affected by it? And I said, it comes down to that I know who I am. It comes down to that I know the principles I stand on. It comes down to integrity. And in my own opinion, that is what makes you a man. Yeah. I know where I stand. I know I don't bend on these things. And therefore, I'm not going to be affected by his opinion on, I don't know, politics or on women or whatever. Yeah,
because maybe it could be hard in certain circumstances to surround yourself with one type of individual and not get affected by the negative sides of that person.
Exactly.
Right? We have experienced this with friends.
Certainly.
It's a little bit different because a mentor you can actually choose.
That's the thing. But with that being said, also, even friends, you want to have friends that okay, but this friend is my have fun with friend. This is my friend that I talk business to. This is my friend that he's my friend that is supporting me no matter what, right? You want to surround yourself, as Tai Lopez again says, with 3 types of people. 33% of your time you want to spend with people that are over you. smarter than you. They are 5, 10, 15 years into the future or where you want to be, right? The first 30%. The second 30% is people that are the same like you. They're on a similar journey. They are pushing. They want to move forward. So you can relate to them. So people you can learn from, people you can relate to. And the last 33% is people that are under you. People that are almost like mentees to you. So you can teach what you're learning. And when you do that, what happens is that you have this beautiful symbiosis of people that are moving you in the same direction.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to separate.
Yeah.
You got to be able to understand when you are listening to what. Again, I don't take relationship advice from my business mentor.
Yeah.
Because he's an asshole. But he's best in the world in doing what he's doing.
Yeah,
right?
So why would we not look at that part of his life and learn from that?
You have to accept that. You have to accept that with people, that this person is great at this, but it does take away the fact that he's terrible at that.
Yeah.
I'm going to use him, in lack of other English words, from this matter, but not on this. Much like if I have a super nourishing, perfect queen woman in my life.
Your mom?
My mother. My mom. My mom.
Come on.
My mom. Say something.
Shout out to mom.
Shout out to mom. Shout out to super mom. I love my mom with all of my life. I go to her for so many different areas of my life.
Yeah.
However, I wouldn't ask my mom for digital marketing advice because that's not her field of expertise.
Makes sense.
Just that simple. Doesn't take away the fact that she's amazing. I love her. She's hardworking. It's so inspired just being around her. Yeah. But on this other area of our life, of our relationship, I'm the one giving her advice.
Same thing as she shouldn't ask you for cooking advice. I mean, because you have less experience.
Because I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, but you're into fitness. Shouldn't you know like how to cook really, really healthy foods?
It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Just because I know about macros and training and calories, what's good for your body, blah, 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 doesn't mean that I'm skillful in the kitchen. My mom's
You've seen a lot of recipes. You've eaten a lot of good food.
Eaten a lot of good food. I always say this joke. My taste buds are really spoiled.
Yeah.
I've been spoiled my entire life when it comes to food. That is for sure.
What a blessing.
Oof. Oof.
Come on.
Oof.
So yeah, the same way as you say that your mom should not take advice from you in certain areas, same thing you like are cutting out what advice you take from different people.
Exactly.
And this might be a problem for a lot of people that are not having that 33% of people that are above them.
Exactly.
That's what I think.
Exactly, because those 33% of your life will help you they will help you as a northern star almost. They will help you as a northern star, so you know where to go. Because again, what are we talking about? We're talking about staying sharp.
Yeah.
You want to be able to meet. You may want to be able to pull a trigger at any moment.
Yeah.
If a business opportunity presents yourself, let's say you're an entrepreneur. If a business opportunity presents itself, are you able to pitch now? Not tomorrow, right now.
Elevator pitch.
Elevator pitch, right fucking now. Let's say you're a dancer. Are you able to go up on stage and perform improvisation right now? Or do you have a show ready in your back pocket right now? Because when that day comes, are you ready, yes or no? Yeah. Same thing if you want to, maybe you don't want to be a professional dancer, but are you ready to dance with high-level dancers? Are you confident? On the next
dance festival, will you be able to ask someone up for a good dance?
There you go. You want to be able to do that. And why do you want to do that? Because that's how you elevate in life. I have so many times. I have two very on top of mind right now. As a dance professional, where I
was just about to ask you, have you been in that situation yourself when you have to improvise or be sharp?
So many times. So many times. I mean, one time I'm in Germany, one time I'm in Spain, Cordoba. And I was going to perform on Saturday. Both of the times we were going to perform on Saturday, so it's like almost exactly the same situation. And the organizers, I would go there, it's party. So if you've never been to dance festivals, usually you arrive on Friday. There are a few workshops on Friday afternoon, and then there is, you see a couple of shows, and then artists as myself perform. And then after that, you social dance. Then on Saturday, workshop the whole day, show, and then straight, same thing, social dancing. Sunday, same thing. Now, usually, they put a lot of international dancers on Saturday show because then that's when the party is the biggest.
Yeah, most people are there. And,
most people are there. Most people are watching. So you want to create a good atmosphere around that. Usually I have a show on Saturday. Now, both of the times in Germany and in Spain. Both of the times the organizer came up to me and said, "Hey, Sebastian, we know you have show tomorrow, but the ending show on Friday, it's gonna start in." They were supposed to come, but the flight got delayed or flight got cancelled. It's one of those two things. So we don't have an ending show. Could you do your show? And I said, yeah, sure. Why not? Most dancers, however, are not ready for that moment.
I would not be ready for that moment.
Most people wouldn't. Most people would not be able for that moment. But I know I'm so capable. I know if there's one thing I know how to do, it's dance.
But how did you get prepared for that? Like if you take this dance specific example.
So if you want to stay sharp, it means that you are ready at any time, right? Like you're capable. And I'm very confident in my ability to dance because I've been dancing and practicing. I've done the necessary preparation for so long. So, can you do your show? Absolutely. What music do you want to do your show to? Any music. I don't really care. Because I improvise, right?
Yeah.
And then they go, okay, but what type of, how long do you need to warm up? I mean, 2 minutes. I'm kind of warmed up already because I come to the show prepared. I've already done my stretching in the morning. I already done a workout. My body's already warmed up. I warm up before hitting the dance floor, and I do that at home. Yeah. So I just need to listen to the song. Can I choose the song, or do the DJ choose the song, or what are we doing right now? Yeah. Just give me the details, put the music on, and then I know I'm capable of performing because I've done the necessary preparation. So staying sharp starts by you preparing mentally and on the skills.
Yeah, that makes total sense. And for dancers that are professionals traveling, they usually have a show in the back pocket,
exactly.
Right? However, you do freestyle, right?
Yeah.
So it's a bit different for you. But even maybe you can elaborate on how would this make sense for someone that wants to become a professional, wants to dance on stage, but it's not there quite yet, just like underneath somewhere.
So
there,
like you're an amateur that wants to be a professional, right?
Yes.
Or semi-professional.
Yes.
My tip to you is to stay sharp on every class. I would, and I have. When I come to class, I'm looking sharp as attack. I'm performing at class. I'm doing my absolute best to crush the class. I'm gonna show up early. I leave late. I'm prepared. I'm doing my absolute best to show to the teacher or the school organizer that I am ready. So whenever there is an opportunity to present itself, maybe the original teacher is sick, or maybe you're able to sneak in on a show, that opportunity will only present itself one time. So you need to be ready to pull the trigger at that time. Have a little solo show prepared, at least to a song. Have a class prepared, a turn that you know how to do, lady styling, men styling, couples, whatever. Just know that when the time presents itself, you are ready to shoot. And you can even let your teacher or organizer know, hey, look, if you want, or if something happens, just know that I'm prepared. Let them know that you are prepared for what it is to come. You sharp. You stay sharp. You give them the opportunity to let you perform. You give them the opportunity to let you show how prepared you are. Same thing. If an organizer comes up to you and say, hey, look, we don't have a show. We don't know what to do. Don't worry. I got one. I'm prepared. Yeah. And then it's like, yeah, but what if I never get to use it? But I mean, come on. Yeah. What is this? Like, do you want it or not? Yeah. Do you want it or not? Are you ready? I'm running a health and fitness company. Am I ready at any moment to take my shirt off? Yeah.
Show that today.
Done. But like, you got to. You got to. And you don't need to look like me. You don't need to speak like me. But for your own sense, you have to be prepared. I say this to, so at the moment I'm running a mentorship program or a project. So at the moment I'm running a project called Young Wolf Project. And what it is essentially me and David getting together, collecting a bunch of people here in Cape Verde and overseas, men specifically. And we are mentoring them, teaching them. It's a project we're running together. Everybody have their voice. Everybody get to practice their part of English and understand how to elevate themselves, right? Yeah. I said this the other week. If I leave my home, I look as I'm ready to meet the president. I said that last week.
And what happened?
What happened after I said that? Just a few days after I said that, I'm home, or I just left my home, looking sharp as attack, because that's what I do. Who do I run into? The former president. I get introduced by I get introduced in Mindelo Center by our Secretary of Digital Economy, Pedro Lopes. He introduced me to our former president. What if I wasn't sharp that day? What if I wasn't sharp that day?
He would probably not even want to shake your hand.
There you go. Like, why would he? I wouldn't blame him. Why would I blame him? And staying sharp doesn't mean that you need to wear a shirt every day. It's not what it's about. But do you look presentable? Do you at least iron your t-shirt? Like, that's the bare minimum. If you're watching this, that means you have money enough to spend on internet. That means you have money enough to iron your shirt. If you don't get an iron board, don't buy internet next month and buy an iron board. Or at least an iron, I don't know what's it called, an iron.
Pro tip for Coach Sebastian.
Pro tip. You want to stay sharp. You want to be able to... Details matters so much, to the extent that you have to... If you don't use these details, you will lose opportunities. You will lose work. There are dancers that... I used to run a dance festival. Me and my ex-partner Judith used to run a dance festival together called Be Fit and Sensual. We ran it for 3 years, 2017, 18, 19. Each year there were about 400 people that came. From the first festival, I started excluding dancers that we had. So we booked dancers on 2017. Didn't arrive on time, was just a hassle, didn't show up professional.
You're talking about the artist?
Now I'm talking about the artists.
Yeah.
The artist that we booked on 2017 was not guaranteed to join on 2018 because they were not sharp. Yeah. Same thing happened 2019. Same thing happened. It's like, why would I let you teach at my festival when you are not sharp? Like, you're representing me right now. Yeah. I get so many examples.
It doesn't stop applying when you become a professional, when you reach the top. It gets even more important.
It applies more than ever. You arrive late, like you come unprepared. I travel to dance festivals and I see these professional dancers prepare their class right before the workshop. It's like, I'm paying thousands of euro for you to be at my festivals. Literally, I'm paying you €1,000+ for a weekend to come to my festival and dance. And this is the respect you're paying me?
The worst thing is that they are not even ashamed of it.
That's the thing. And for me, it's unacceptable.
Yeah, and in certain areas, it might be more acceptable. Within Spanish dance culture, it's kind of a thing to be late, I guess.
I don't know. I don't accept it. I don't accept it here in Cape Verde. I don't accept it when I was in Spain. Same with my barber. My barber lost his job. Like, I had a barber when I came here. Went to him every other week. Standard. Came there, but one day he has a nail that is longer, way too long. You just one.
It's ready to cut your throat.
Ready to slice my neck up. I don't know what's up with it. Long nail, and like, he has dirt under his nail.
Oh, come on, that's disgusting.
For me, that's terrible. For me, that's a no-go. So I'm like, okay, what are we doing? What are we doing right now? And I don't say shit, but there's a moment when he flicks my lip. He flicks my lip with that nail. Bro, he lost his job that day. He lost his job. I never went back.
Because of a nail.
Because you don't stay sharp.
The nail was sharp.
The nail was sharp. The nail was sharp, but you were not sharp. Yeah. I promise you. These are the types of things that will make you lose your job. And if you're not staying sharp, that means that you're not paying attention to details. You're not ready to pull the trigger when the opportunity presents itself. What are you doing?
Yeah. So we talked about aesthetics a little bit, and it's not the only thing that matters. But you mentioned clothes, like looking sharp, smelling good.
Just look sharp.
And like having nails cut.
Fix your facial hair. Fix your haircut. If you don't want to fix your haircut, like if you don't have money to have like a fresh haircut, like cut it short. Cut it short if you're a man. Fix it. Smell good. Show up. It doesn't mean you need to wear expensive perfume. It's not what I'm saying, but at least don't smell like trash. Yeah. Bag of trash. At least iron your shirt. Like, do these basic things. Yeah. Have eye contact with the people you're talking to. Know how to firmly shake one's hand. Here in Cape Verde, everybody do this. Everybody do this. When you shake someone's hand, it's like, look me in the eye. Know that I'm here. Learn how to speak. Don't talk all the time with etc. And that's what it comes down to. You want these basic details in your life to be on point, because details matter. Yeah.
So you now you're getting into body language.
Body language
is super important.
Posture. Don't sit like this. Don't talk to somebody. Hey, like, are you able to? no, please help me. Like, straighten yourself up. Go train. Take care of yourself. Treat yourself like somebody you actually give a fuck about. Ooh. Treat yourself like somebody you actually give a fuck about. Because here's the thing. If your dog gets sick, you would take him to the veterinary straight away. You wouldn't hesitate. You would take care of him that much because you love your dog. However, you are out here having unprotected sex and you don't go shake yourself.
You hate yourself.
They were like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? You don't care about yourself enough to take care of yourself. If you get sick, you're the last person to buy medicine to yourself. You're the last person to go to a doctor. Yeah, but I don't like doctors. I don't like to take medicine. No, but stay sick then. Stay sick then. What are we doing?
But what does that come down to, Sebastian? Like, why
down
do
to
we
self-love?
It's self-love that makes us invest medicine to our dogs and not taking care of ourselves.
It's self-love that you think that other person or dog in this example is worthy more than you. And so you don't treat yourself like somebody you give a fuck about. You don't care enough about yourself to take care of yourself. And then because people are consciously using that excuse, and I know I was guilty of that in the past also. It's like, I just take this shirt on. Yeah, but I don't give a fuck. It's like, it's not that you don't give a fuck. It's just that you don't care enough to present yourself good. Yeah. It matters in every area, especially if you're trying to level up in life, especially if you want to find a partner. Whatever area in life that you want to level up on, if you don't take care of yourself, you are purposefully showing to yourself, your higher self, and the world around you that you are not worthy of being invested in. Why should I care about you when you don't care about yourself?
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
And that's it. I think it's so important. And again, this is it's not a shallow thing. Staying sharp is not a shallow thing. You got to take care of your mind. You got to nourish your mind. You got to nourish your relationship. You got to have sharp relationship. You got to nourish your family. Are you sharp around your family? Are you sharp? Do you show up feeling sharp, looking sharp when you're with your family? Or are you just on your phone, not really give a fuck, not really paying attention to what your mom is telling you?
Yeah, now we're getting into the love aspect of this staying sharp.
You have to stay sharp in your relationship also because you only have that. Yeah. You only have that. Like, staying sharp for me is that I took my grandmother to the hospital today. We live in a favela. And there is no roads where we live. Like, you were there. Yeah. There's no roads where we live. I have to carry my grandma here, lifting my grandma. Like, first we had to call the cab. First we got to fix the cab, pick my grandma up, go up in the favela, pick her up, and carry her with my hands down to the cab, put her in the cab, sit with her, lift her out, walk all the road up to the hospital, and then same thing there. Okay, we got to talk to somebody. You got to be capable. Yeah. You got to be capable, and you are capable by doing the necessary preparation. I got a back injury, but I am still strong enough to lift my grandmother. What would we do if I wasn't able to lift my grandma? What would I do? My uncle can't do it. He's not strong enough. Who would do it? Now I got you, so at least I have a system of people around me that I know can help me. But what if you were sick? Yeah. It's like, I have to be capable enough and prepared enough to protect and serve the people around me when shit hits the fan. And today shit hit the fan. And cool, don't worry about it. I'm prepared. Yeah. I'm financially prepared to take care of my grandmother. I'm mentally prepared to do that because I've done the mental preparation. I'm mentally prepared to support my uncle, my father, on my grandmother's funeral. When that comes, I'm physically prepared to lift my grandma if I need to. Yeah. And that's staying sharp. That's what it comes down to. If you're not capable and you know in your soul that you're not capable, you won't love yourself as the same level as you could. I read this great quote and it says, if you want to be you can only be fully present when you are proud of your presence. Yeah. You can only be fully present when you are proud of your presence. I'm super proud of my presence. I know what I've been through. I know what my family has been through. I know what I stand for. I know the things I've turned down in order to stay true to myself. I know the things I've reached because I've stayed true to myself. And I'm proud of my presence. So when I arrive into a room, I feel like I'm that guy.
Yeah. But for me to play the devil's advocate here, like, of course, you can go down in a down spiral in your life, right? And you can be proud of your past achievements and use them to be able to get there again, right? So I like the quote. It's an amazing quote, obviously. But you can, of course, use the proud moments in your life from the past in order to find the strength to get there again. But if you go down in a spiral, let's say your parents die or something really drastic, you go down for a few months, like you have to be able to use that fuel also.
Certainly.
To reach there.
Certainly. But that comes down to you are aware of your achievements, right? So it's like, I've been this person, or I am this person. I'm just come down into a downward spiral right now. But I'm here on vacation.
Yeah.
I'm here briefly. I can get myself out from here. But right now I need to stay low.
Yeah.
But you have to be proud of your presence. Your presence is not only your present, like at the moment. It's also what you've been through, the things you've done in the past.
All right.
But you have to. But again, like yesterday don't pay. Yesterday don't pay. I can sit here and talk about, but I've been modeling. I've been modeling for big brands, like internationally. Yeah. I've been to South Africa modeling. I've been to New York. I've been to LA. I've been to Spain, Norway, Sweden, Germany. I can talk about that, but that's not me right now. That's not
a lot
what
of
I'm
people
doing.
would be happy with that and use that as their proudness in the presence,
right? And that is, I own that.
Yeah.
I own that, and I can go there if I start to feel bad about myself. It's like, no, but I've done this in the past. That means I can do this. Yeah. I can do the same thing with dancing. Yeah. Travel to 30 plus countries with my dancing. Professional dancers. 1% of 1% when it comes to dancers.
Means that you can do it again.
Means I can do it again on other areas of my life if I want to.
Yeah.
Doing it right now with business. We are the 1% of businesses that are making it this far. Yeah. And I say that with pride. It does not mean that I can slack tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning I wake up broke. Tomorrow morning I wake up reborn. You got to keep waking up.
Yeah,
you got to keep waking up. You can't just wake up one time and that's the thing with motivation, right? People wake up, it's like, I'm super motivated today. I feel energized and I've woken up.
Yeah.
And you go to sleep. Are you waking up tomorrow morning again, or are you staying in bed?
Yeah, that's another great quote.
Quote machine today.
Quote machine. Really good. Yeah, staying sharp. I mean, we could literally talk about it forever, because it's a living thing. Like
it's a mindset.
It never ends. It's the done next mentality.
Yeah.
You're always going after it. You're always improving yourself.
Yeah.
Aspire to get to that next level, and the only way to do that is to be sharp, be prepared.
Be prepared.
However, you cannot be an expert before you study something, but you can start the journey now if that's what you aspire to be.
Today. There's no reason for you to wait. Get after it. Live now. Another great quote is this, that life, death hangs on every word. This might be the last time I'm able to report a podcast. This might be the last words coming out of my mouth. So let it be a good thing. This might be the last day I have. I might not wake up tomorrow. So let me enjoy it. Let me not stress over bullshit. Let me keep moving forward, and let me come up and show up from a place of love, gratitude, and just go after it.
I think that's a great ending of this podcast.
Boom.